Wife and
Hey,
your
it would
kids.
be my wife, my newly acquired wife.
Do you have any children?
No, I do not. Probably glad.
Can you answer questions with yes and no answers,
yes,
please?
I can.
That's another fact that you missed. This is going to be a family-style showing for people with kids.
Well, my wife's a school teacher, so I'm sure she could get some kids together.
I like the way you are working the entire bio into every question you answer.
No, thanks. No, they have to be children, your children from your loin.
Which probably will never happen because you're always talking.
Oh, God. Hello, Don and Mike Show. That guy may be more annoying than Lewis.
Oh,
Hi,
no.
Don and Mike.
No way.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is a local Northern Virginia housewife that grasped the concept that you had to live here in the D.C. area to win tickets.
Beautiful. I didn't think it was that complicated.
I didn't think so either.
All right, listen, my lovely housefrau. How many munchkins would you like to pack into your McDonald's smelling minivan to bring to our movie tomorrow?
Actually, it's an SUV, but
Oh, a sports utility vehicle.
for that off-road traveling.
How many do you want to bring?
Well, I have one son, but I'm the non-working mother in the neighborhood, so I'm sure I can rustle up at least another 3. How about 4 kids?
Bring them all. Sure. All right, you're in.
Thanks. Great.
Hold on. We'll tell you where the theater is.
Thank you.
Hold on a second, please. Hello.
That's going to be fun. You're really going to fill it up, aren't you? It's going to be one of those screaming like Juji fruit sticking.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi, I want the tickets.
Yeah, you win.
Oh, great.
Are you a mom?
I'm a mom.
Or an au pair?
No, I'm a mom.
What's your name?
Christine.
Where are you from?
Manassas.
Okay, movies tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, Lethal Weapon 4. How many kids do you want to bring?
I can bring 6.
6.
Wow.
Are they all yours?
2 of mine, and then nieces and nephews.
Oh, yeah, bring them all along.
That's great.
Okay, hold on a second.
Thanks.
And if all goes according to plan, Uncle Mike will be behind the candy counter tomorrow.
I'm going to do it, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh, my God. I'll probably lose weight doing that tomorrow.
Giving all the kids their extra quadruple butter on their popcorn.
Who wants the Diet Coke?
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Don and Mike.
Yeah, you're on the air. You calling for our contest?
No, sir.
Why are you calling?
Well, I'm calling to you, tell you about a contractor I dealt with. This guy that was...
All right, hold on, Mike. I'm going to just give this guy your home number.
Okay, call me at home, sir. Call me in the office.
You bet.
Before the show.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Tickets?
Yeah, or do you have kids?
Yeah.
You want to bring them?
Take the tickets up your big fat butt.
I wish he could go. I wish that guy could go to the movies.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, I want to go to the movies.
Do you have children?
Sure do.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Are they yours?
Yes, sir.
How many?
3 kids of my own.
Good. Where you live?
I live in West Friendship, Maryland.
I'm not trying to make this a hostile interrogation. I'm just going on the past phone calls we've taken here.
No, real close.
All right, well, you're in then.
Thank you.
Hold on a second. Movies tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Thanks.
Bring all the little brats.
Oh, it's going to be great. I'll have as much fun as I did when I went to the Barney movie.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, you still got some movie tickets?
Do you have kids?
No.
Yeah, no surprise there.
All right, listen, Mr. Pete-ophile. you have to have kids to come to this movie.
Aw, shucks. I was hoping I could get something made partially of plastic out of you guys.
No, sorry about that, Pete. Thank you. Again, I thought I explained this.
I bet that ankle bracelet that guy's wearing itches a lot.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. It's a tracker, Mike.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, hello?
It's a Grammer. Remember when Kelsey Grammer had to wear one?
Yeah. Beep! He's gone out of the house.
Hello. Hey, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, hey, I'm a theater manager. I was going to give Mike a couple of suggestions if he's working behind the counter what to do when customers come up.
I'll be honest with you. I normally wouldn't accept this, but I will now because if there are going to be a lot of kids, I kind of screwed up the last time. I didn't do my usual stellar job. Remember when I went over to the other soda fountain and I shot out the soda and it was the wrong thing? Because
I don't mind telling you that Bart outdid you the last time. When Bart got behind the counter.
I know, and I'm going to need... Is he coming tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah, he's coming.
All right, tell him get ready to work because and I will be in a supervisory capacity.
For your other great calling, theater manager.
Theater manager.
You and Charlie Stossel.
Bart, they need popcorn down here. Move!
Could you picture what it'd be like if you had to work in the theater and Charlie Stossel was your boss?
I'd walk in.
I mean, if it was you or me.
They'd come into the men's room like at noon, and I would be hanging from one of the stalls. Absolutely.
Charlie could go,
Burr, come to my office. All right, excuse me. Let me just get the figurines out of the way. I need to talk to you, Buster.
listen. The Slurpee machine has to be turned on at 9 in the morning.
These are details that you just have to remember.
I'm Charlie Stossel.
And if you work hard and you assert yourself, maybe you'll attain the success that I have.
You'll be a member of the Stossel team.
The Stossel. You'll be a Stossel maniac. You'll be a Stosselac. You're a super Stosselac.
Do you think he has like pep talks with him and stuff? All right, now this weekend, it's Armageddon. It's the big one. There's going to be lots of soda, lots of popcorn,
And candy. We got to move that candy. Normally they just cover the popcorn. We got to move those milk duds. Come on now.
He gives them all a mission statement.
Hey, what's the secret to being good behind the counter?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, the good
I'm
thing
asking
to-
you.
Good behind the counter you want to be is make sure, they ask for that extra butter and stuff. And then, of course, the next thing they ask for is that large Diet Coke to go with it.
Right.
Because, that balances it all out. And
Oh, but listen, hold on. We don't charge. When people come to our movie screening, all the stuff is free.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Then you must be giving away millions.
Yes, we do. We give away. Each screening that we do amounts to what was the conservative estimate that we figured out about over $1 million
For each screening.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks to the generosity of Chuck Stossel.
It's nothing like a box of milk duds that you sell for $4, and the people go, but that seems really expensive. But I think you guys will do great back there, and there's a good chance of moving up. And
All right, I can see why you're working in a movie theater. All right, good luck. That's probably your high end right there, topped out.
One of these days, Charlie Stossel is going to let me really work behind that counter, bring in what I want to bring in. Vodka.
Hello, Don and Mike show. There are theaters that sell booze.
There are. They're in the normally in the downtown areas, though, not out in the burbs.
Hello. Hello, Don and Mike.
You
Hey. Hello, turn down your radio, please.
going to let me really work behind that counter, bring in what I want to bring in. Vodka.
No, you turned it the wrong way. You turned it up, not down.
Theaters that sell booze.
Oh, goodness. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah.
Want to give away some freaking movie tickets. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hey.
I want to, did I get some tickets?
How many children have you squeezed out?
Oh, God.
6.
Babies having babies, Don.
Really? You've had 6 babies?
No, I have a couple of neighborhood kids.
You have a couple of what?
Neighborhood kids.
Do you have any of your own?
Yeah, I have 4.
4.
You have 4 of your own?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Well, actually, no, I'm kind of acting like my mom. Do you want to talk to my mom?
What?
Do you want to talk to my mom?
Yes.
Hold on.
Let's talk to Mama.
Hello?
Hey, Mama.
Hi.
What's going on there?
Do you still have tickets to give away?
Oh, yes, we do.
Great. I have 4 kids of my own and tons of kids in my neighborhood, and I have a minivan that'll hold
She
stuff.
sounds like such a mom.
Yeah, all right, sure. Bring them all down.
Great, cool.
Well, don't bring them all down. How many are you going to bring?
Well, other than me, I can fit 6 more kids.
Was that girl on the phone the oldest?
Hey, no.
Actually, no. I've got it, honey.
Oh, I want to hear.
Hey, you sound like you have a problem with discipline there, ma'am.
Have you ever used the counting method?
Yes, I do.
That's
You
a
do.
killer. That works for me every time.
I stole that from you. I used that at my own house. You used to work gangbusters for you. You never got to 3, did you?
Right, that's the best thing. When your kids are real little, when they really piss you off, you go 1, 2, and at least with my kid, but
Right.
we never got to 3.
I get to 3 constantly, though.
Bart never figured out that if I ever went 3, like nothing would happen. Right? Well, listen, bring them all, Mom.
Great, thanks.
Okay, hold on. Let's get just one more.
You know, I
minute here.
remembered that about you. You never did get to 3. And I
No.
read a book that's, it's called Counting Magic. It's a book about how to do that. You count, and then if you get to 3, you put them in timeout. And I do get to 3 a lot more than I should. And you never, because you would do it in that way. 1, 2.
I mean, there's some pretty heavy duty 2s. There's some pretty strong. There's some pretty major number 2s there, Mike. Big number 2s.
Standing up with your arms up in the air. 2.
Hello. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi, Don and Mike. I wanted to go to the movie tomorrow and bring 1 3/4 kids.
Really? Who are you, the nanny?
No. My wife's due October 18th, and about to pop any second, so I figured it was time for the new baby to see a movie.
Oh, you don't have one that's come out yet? Well, sure. Yeah, we'll let you
No,
go.
I have a 2-year-old that came out, which...
Oh, and you got another one? Another one in the oven?
Well, luckily, I'm going to have 2.
Okay, hold on a second.
Thanks.
Hold on a second. What kind of a limit do we have on this? How many have we given away thus far?
I think there's plenty of room in the theater.
What time is it? What am I having for dinner tonight?
Where do babies come from?
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hello?
How come soccer sucks so much? My 2 cents.
I just want to talk about my 2 cents.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey,
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny.
My Jenny.
I thought it was a woman with a boy's name. Okay.
My Jenny.
Jenny, why don't you love me?
Jenny. You know, I watched a little of Forrest Gump on vacation last week because it was on HBO. Can I tell you something about Forrest Gump? Mm-hmm. Even in the 3 or 4 years since the movie has been made, the technology that back then seemed so cutting edge now looks so funny.
Yeah.
I was ripping this movie up.
Clutch Cargo.
I was ripping it up left and right to the point where I was asked to leave the room. So listen, we know you don't like this movie. I said, but I never noticed how fakey it is that you could tell he's really not there. And everybody said, please just leave the room.
See, you didn't mind talking in the middle of the movie because you're one of the 2 people in America that hated that film, and so it didn't matter. It wasn't taking anything away.
One of the 2 enlightened people in America who hated Forrest Gump.
I appreciate that.
My Jenny.
Jenny, why don't you love me? Hey, look at the feather.
Oh, I do love you.
Listen, how tough is it to play a guy that's retarded? I know I've mentioned that before. That's a cakewalk.
I finally saw Sling Blade. And that is, on that scale of those films, is it Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah, he's a better retard than Tom Hanks.
I mean, much more of an effort put forward. I mean, much more of an effort. He's got to have that chin down the whole time going,
what Tom Hanks have to do? I like chocolate. I like bubble gum. Ooh, you took your shirt off. Ooh.
Then one day they sent me the thing, and it was a fruit on top of it. It was Apple Computer, and I got all rich.
And he made up the S Happens shirt.
That's the part in the movie where I officially go, oh, okay, he's there for everything.
When he had that fake ZZ Top-like beard on because he'd been running so long.
I just ran, and then one day I just stopped, and everybody was following me.
It's so easy to play a retard. It's the easiest role. You shouldn't get an Oscar for that. Listen, you're in.
Great, thank
you're in.
You guys.
Please bring your kids.
I will.
And everybody that won, get to the theater like at 9:30 so you get all your crap to eat and get your seats. And then 10 o'clock, we start the movie. All right, that's tomorrow morning. Now that's it. We're not giving away any more of those tickets.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. So thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Thank you very hard. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don, Mike.
Yes, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You guys still talk to Tom Gavin?
Every day if we can.
Really?
Tom Gavin,
he's a good guy, man.
Voicemail, Amway, successful Amway businessman.
He's a single successful guy.
Hey, he's big in the radio business.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
sure
I'm in the pager cellular. I grew up on Kirby Road right behind down in McLean.
Kirby, that's spelled K-E-N-T.
No, he's used to give me these radio codes for listening to the police. He likes to listen.
Hey, here's a code. Tell me if you've heard of this one before. F-O.
Does that mean anything to you?
You guys are cool, man.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, good luck, man. Take care.
Goodbye.
Tom Gavin called yesterday when he was trying to marry Susan.
That's right.
He wanted to be her man.
That's when we found out that his business was Amway.
And very successful at it.
Who wouldn't let Tom Gavin in their home to have him sell some soap and car wash and stuff?
I'll tell you something. If I was at the bottom of that pyramid and I was looking up at Tom Gavin, I'd be a happy man.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. I got soap. Hello, soap. S-Y-E-N-T. Hey, Buzz. Hey, Rob.
Oh, man.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi, I'm sorry. I was still holding on for the directions of the theater.
All right, hold on. That was my bad. Those are all the calls. We got to do a break. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Point one, the Peak wants you to know. The Greenville Literacy Association says 1 out of 5 adults in Greenville can't read or write well enough to function in everyday life.
Here's my thing. It's in with your other stuff.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, I had a couple questions for you about Susan. And I don't know whether I might have missed a couple details yesterday. Is she wanting to stay put in Maryland, or is she wanting to move, or is she open?
I think she wants to stay in Maryland. I think whoever marries her would have to either be from this area or move to the D.C. area.
We had one call where she indicated that. I'm pretty sure that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, I thought I'd heard that, but I wasn't quite sure. I just wanted.
Where are you calling from?
I'm in Las Vegas.
That's so funny to me that some guy in Las Vegas would think about marrying a total stranger. Not that it's any weirder, I guess, than from a guy, right down the street.
Well, it's not any weirder than from her wanting to marry a total stranger.
Oh, I know. It's just my whole thing with, sometimes I get flipped out if I think about it, about how we're still doing the show from this crappy little studio in Fairfax, Virginia.
Yep.
But our voices are coming out of the radio in Las Vegas.
It's an amazing thing, isn't it?
Sometimes it just flips me out a little bit.
And you know what? It doesn't weird me out about Susan doing this, because anybody that picks up any magazine, when you see the classifieds and the personals and the dating services and the matchmakers and everybody,
those are really out there.
But I mean, people are really. There are a lot of people that are in the same situation that Susan and all the guys that are calling in.
Listen, that reminds me. I pulled out a couple of pages from the new Rolling Stone that has a pretty good article with Madonna.
Right.
Are you aware of all the dirty numbers they have in the back of Rolling Stone? Mm-hmm. Listen to some of these, though. We've got
really evil, like kinky stuff.
We got to devote a whole segment to this. There's gay cruising.
Right.
Okay, that's the line if you want to go on gay cruises. There's the horny black chick line.
Right.
There's the spicy Hispanic girl line. There's the horny Oriental bimbo line.
Oh, hey.
There's the horny gay frat boy line. There's dolls with balls line. There's the horny housewife line. Super hardcore, hot, wet, and nasty line. Kinky young girl line. Hardcore line. Juicy playthings. Kinky older women. Loose older ladies, extreme kink, nasty kink, big apple party line, barely 18 line, the two lesbo line,
oh God,
cheap and raw, Dick's all-girl review line, dirty delights.
Would Dolores be voting for dolls with balls? I think so. Yeah,
I think so. Sizzling beach party. Guys meet guys at the frat house. Hot swinging singles. Hot, wild, and nasty. I mean, there's a million of them. They're so funny. I can't picture really calling some of these.
Guys meet guys at the frat house.
You got to use a couple of those numbers as your private call-in number when you give it out.
Oh no, the one that we're going to stick with is the one that worked for us the best. The 1-800-ASK-FOR-ASK.
Oh yeah,
and you know, still in business, still thriving, and still taking all of our unwanted calls.
You know, as a matter of fact, maybe I'll call one of these right now. Well, was there any?
Don?
What?
Should I, being in Las Vegas, should I even bother sending a resume in, or?
Well, if you'd be serious first about marrying Susan, and second about relocating to the D.C. area, then absolutely. Please
Sounds like you're on the other side of 45. Would that be true?
I'm 43.
43? Okay, you just sound older.
43. Why would you consider marrying a total stranger?
Well, I didn't like a couple of guys have said I didn't do that great picking the last one, so maybe I just don't quite know how to pick them, and I don't think I could do much worse.
I'm depressed.
And she's
why?
Sounded
43-year-olds are starting to sound like old guys now. That's a little
that's
cause
a bad
for
sign,
concern.
Mike.
Yes, it is.
Mike, I think you're one of the best voice talents ever in the world.
That's it. You're the guy that's going to be marrying Susan. Congratulations, sir.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Are you going to tell us about the Redskin game? I don't mean to bug you.
Yes, I promise. I'm not putting it off.
Okay, I'm just
trying to keep the show moving. Just waiting for the right moment.
All right, I love you guys. You're radio gods.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
You were going to jump in after my rave out, but unfortunately, that kind of just bogged it down for a little bit.
I'll do it in a second. Now let me just call the Sizzling Beach Party. Guys meet guys at the frat house.
Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Sizzling Beach Party. Guys meet guys at the frat house.
And
Hi, I'm Ken. I'm Paul. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the frat house, where there's guys meet guys. Jesus. And I mean, there's got to be over 150 of these crammed in it. Look at how small the printing is on this page.
All you need is a telephone.
Hey, stud, you've reached the all-new Gay Connection. You must be over 18 to use this service. If you're not, hang up now. Gay Connection lets you take control of your sex life.
Gay Connection.
With whatever kind of guy you want. It's the safest sex for gay men across the country. You must be able to handle some pretty hot XXX all-male erotic phone action. Gay Connection is provided as a service to the gay community.
This is so funny.
Please record a brief greeting so that the other horny caller can know how to please you.
Oh, you get to record a brief
Tell
greeting.
them anything you want them to know about you, or just tell them your desires. Manscan does not pre-screen any messages, so don't leave any personal information like phone numbers or addresses. We take no responsibility for the content left on this system. Record a greeting after the tone. Press the pound key when you're done.
Hello. This is Ken. Ken S. Ken Stevens. Looking for a man who doesn't mind being with an older man with skin tags. And I love Barbra Streisand. And I especially love ruining the morale of someone who's worked for me for the last 7 years and has done a job for me the last 3 years with the Washington Redskins, and just simply offering him absolutely no kind of support at all. I'm a bad man. I'm a very bad manager. But I'm looking for a hot frat boy. So if you'd be interested, ask for me, Ken Stevens.
You've enjoyed your time on the Man Scan.
And I've enjoyed my time on the Man Scan. Oh, it is super, super. Press the pound button.
Now listen carefully to see if this sounds acceptable. Here is your message.
Okay, good.
Hello. This is Ken. Ken S. Ken Stevens. Looking for a man who doesn't mind being with an older man with skin tags. And I love Barbra Streisand. And I especially love ruining the morale of someone who's worked for me for the last 7 years and has done a job for me the last 3 years with the Washington Redskins, and just simply offering him absolutely no kind of support at all.
That was my personal vendetta.
I'm a bad man. I'm a very bad manager. But I'm looking for a hot frat boy. So if you'd be interested, ask for me, Ken Stevens.
You've enjoyed your time.
And I've enjoyed my time on the Man Scan. Oh, it is super, super. Press the pound button.
Press 1 to listen to your greeting. Press 2 to re-record your greeting.
No, it's perfect.
Press 3 to save your greeting and continue. Here are the other callers.
Okay, here we go.
What's up? I want to suck that big...
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I think we know what we're getting there.
To send this caller a reply message, press 2. Record your reply message at the tone. Press the pound key when you are finished.
You're gross. You are so gross. Icky cooties. Oh, you're a bad man.
Now listen carefully to see if this sounds acceptable. Here is your message.
Okay.
You're gross. You are so gross. Icky cooties. Oh, you're a bad man.
Press 1 to repeat your message. Press
3.
Yo, guys, this is Nick. I'm 23 years old, 6 foot tall, 190 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, smooth, muscular body, 8-inch cut. Oh. Please tell dudes want to get off.
Jesus.
Like to hear the caller's message again.
This is hardcore.
If you would like to send this caller a reply message, press 2. Record your reply message at the tone. Press the pound key when you are finished.
You are dreamy. My name is Ken. I'm an older man with skin tags. Perhaps you heard my previous message.
Ken S.
Ken S. Ken Stevens. I'm here for you.
On the Man Scan.
On the Man Scan.
Now listen carefully to see if this sounds acceptable.
Now, how do I know if the guy...
Here's your message.
How do I know if the guy likes the message?
You are dreamy.
He'll like it.
My name is Ken. I'm an older man with skin tags. Perhaps you heard my previous message.
Now, and how do we know if anybody responds to our message?
Stevens.
I don't know.
Here for you.
They didn't explain that, did they?
No, I don't care because I'm enjoying the process so
Press 1 to
Hi. This is Jay, 510.
The key you have pressed is not one of our many options.
Right.
Please press the number corresponding to your choice now.
I don't know.
The key you have pressed is not one of our...
What's up? I want to suck gas.
Like Hi. Record your reply message at the tone. The pound key when you are finished.
Now listen carefully to see if this sounds acceptable.
This is a mess.
Here is your message. Press 1 to repeat your message. The key you have pressed. The key you have pressed is not one of our...
All right.
No, make it stop.
I don't even know how you retrieve your messages on that thing.
Well, some, tall guy is with brown hair and he's going to be getting quite a message.
God.
Man. And some of those guys don't waste any time at all. They get right to it.
No, they don't.
I want to...
Hello, fellas. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hey, we'll have to call that again.
Donna Mike?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, or should I say stuff and thing?
Stuff and thing.
Oh, here's one we should call next. Listen, hold on. There's a whole bunch of housewives numbers, and I'm sure they're not really housewives. Here's it says, lonely housewives need relief.
Mm-hmm.
Kinky housewife, real women, horny older women, Oh, here's one. Live Asian girls.
Oh, hello.
Quick and dirty. Sexually aggressive girls. Voyeur. Eavesdrop. The cheating housewife line. God, a million of them. Hello. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought I wanted to talk to you. I saw Valerie Harper in her pilot last night. It was a special TV preview.
You mean the one she's doing with Mary Tyler Moore?
No, it's not with her.
Really?
It's just with Valerie Harper. And it was the most god-awful thing you've ever seen.
I advised her not to do that.
I listened to that show, and we saw it. We went in, and they're like, oh, and they said in the first show, it's with Valerie Harper. She was popular back in the 70s and 80s, and we want to see if we want to reintroduce her. And they showed it to us, and I thought, first thing, got to call Donna Mike.
Yeah, hold on, Robbie is here.
Remember,
Yes?
Valerie Harper mentioned that. That's an old pilot. It's like 4 or 5 years old, and they keep showing it. That's like a...
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, 2 guys and a girl in a nursing home.
That's right.
Right.
No, it was it was with Valerie Harper. She did have a daughter, and she worked for a city, the city.
City.
You know, just the city.
Isn't
I
it
guess.
called
And it was called Cities.
Yeah, I think that one actually, I think, made it on the air. That was a failed show that
they
she was
modified
on.
it. It originally wasn't city. It was enough.
It was the S word. S word TY.
Well, the intro was a takeoff on Spin City with the pothole on the ground.
I don't know. Listen, like I told her when she was on the show, she's a nice lady.
She was very nice. We had a good time with her.
However, she should just rest on her laurels. She
It
should
was
take
horrible.
whatever the residual is that she gets from Nick at Night, and she should sell the fat-free potato chips and just make her living like that.
A lot of negative phone calls, too, about her work. You know, a lot of people that have seen things that she's done. It's just terrible.
Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Hi, I want to talk to Donna Mike.
Oh, hey, your call it's awful here. Your reception. What do you want, a cordless phone?
Yeah, no, but is that better?
Oh, yeah. No, not better at all. Hello, Donna Mike.
Hey, Don Mike.
Hey.
Homo Joe, I got your message on the gay search.
Hey, way to go.
Hey, Homo Joe, let me ask you a question. You ever call those lines?
Once or twice, yeah.
Really?
Just to see what's going on. It's kind of weird.
Hey, Homo Joe, would you ever call this one that we tried, the one that says, guys meet guys at the frat house?
No, they're too young for me.
All right, how about this one? Would you call this one, Homo Joe, hot jocks and muscle men?
Oh, yeah, I would do that.
Oh, you would.
Way to go, Homo Joe.
Hey, you know what? I should have invited you down to do the news today with Lewis.
I've thought about that. I was going to call you yesterday. I said, well, you're so booked up, and, Lewis is so into himself, he would not give me free time.
With the news, here's Homo Joe.
All right, hey, thank you, Homo Joe. Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Hey, Donna Mike.
Hey, Baldy.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, thanks.
Good. Hey, got an update on your Bueno Arbusto?
Yeah?
There's another saying, it's called Bueno Busto. And you can kind of figure it out from there, what that's for.
Well, we can figure out to never improve on the original.
Hello, Donna Mike Show. Oh, I tried to hang up on you. Come on. Hello.
It's like a nightmare, isn't it, when they're still there when you press that button with all your might and all of a sudden it's like you hear.
Hello, Donna Mike. Huh?
Hey.
Hello, you're on the air.
Donna Mike.
Yes.
Armageddon.
I want to come do the news.
Listen, I want to be Pope. I don't think that's going to happen either. I would make a good Pope.
What makes you qualified? Don, I know Don's qualifications to be Pope. What makes you qualified to come down here and do the news?
Well, you got a lot of empty days.
Yeah, what made Rudy qualified to come down and do the news yesterday? What makes Lewis?
Can't even pronounce current news.
Armageddon.
Well, that's true. Rudy has a lot of empty days, too.
And he works for the paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wait till tomorrow.
That puts out all the tabs and how much money they make.
Tomorrow is when there'll be a lot of space to fill on the news. On the nudes, when Ella comes down to read the news nude.
That's right. Ella with nudes and comment.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Yeah, you wait till tomorrow. That puts out all the...
Oh, boy. Come on, turn it down, please. Hello, Donna Mike.
Hey.
Hey, last...
Donna Mike?
Last call. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, it's you.
Yeah, how you doing?
Come on now.
Come on, here's your opportunity.
Let's go. Yeah, I just got back into Wisconsin here. And I'm from Wisconsin down here into Virginia. Man, I missed you guys. You guys, I know there's a big feud between you guys and Steve Martin and Don Rickles.
My God, that's old.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not even right.
How many years have you missed listening to our show? The feud was not Steve Martin and Don Rickles.
It was Steve Martin and Robin Williams.
It was like 10 years ago.
No, wasn't it? It was Steve Martin and Don Rickles, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was our feud.
Oh, okay.
I think we know our feud.
That's uncorrected.
And then when they both started sucking, the feud went away.
We used to argue all the time about who was funnier, Steve Martin or Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And Don, you thought Steve Martin.
Yes, I did 10 years ago when Mike and I used to discuss that.
But it wasn't, and I said Robin Williams, but it wasn't. Don Rickles was a separate entity.
Well, what was that feud?
That wasn't a feud.
That wasn't a feud.
Everybody making fun of me because I'm such a big Don Rickles fan. That's all that was.
Okay. Well, did you see him last night, Mike?
No, he was on, what was he on?
Letterman.
Oh, Letterman. No, I saw the preview for it, though. He was on. It looked like he was having one of it. He has he's got about a
killer appearance by Don Rickles.
He's batting about 30% now. He does 30%.
I don't think so. Don't you remember we saw him on that women's talk show?
Yes.
Last week?
Yeah.
And as soon as he says something that's even remotely mean,
right,
he backs it off with the, "Hey, I'm only kidding. I love you."
I went to the front row of one of his shows in Atlantic City, and he was doing the whole thing, was talking about how he wants to be nice. Hey, I kid because I love. I kid because I love. And I'm just like, stop it. Go back to what you used to. He used to go on Johnny Carson. He would insult everybody in the audience, and he wouldn't apologize for it, and it was hysterically funny.
It was good.
And everybody knew he was joking. He didn't have to say that. But I guess, you get older and you get scared.
All right, goodbye now, Jethro Tull.
He's come out of the carpet too many times.
All right, goodbye. Jethro Tull, that guy's living in the past. Hello, that's not a good call to end on. Let's take one more. Hello, here's Doug in Tampa.
Hey, Don and Mike, the Radio Gods. How you doing?
Mike, this is Doug from Tampa Bay. He claims he is the first paralyzed man in Florida to have electro-ejaculation.
Hey, way to go.
To have a successful electro-ejaculation.
So with electrodes tied down there, you were able to successfully...
Well, what they do is they take a probe and they insert it into your rectum.
Right.
And then they turn on the electricity.
So far, this is the same procedure Buzz had.
Really?
Yes, and Buzz says he's enjoying it.
Well, I can't really feel anything, but it's my understanding that it's painful, and I think it was invented by the Nazis. I don't know.
Well, wait. Are you paralyzed?
Actually, yeah, I'm paralyzed.
Wait. Slow down. You're paralyzed from where to where?
The chest down.
The chest down. So this was done so that you could procreate? Is this...
yes, I had a beautiful daughter by it. She's 6 years old now.
Oh, hey, man, good for you!
Yeah, there's been 20 born by the Miami Project of Cure Paralysis, but here's what I'm getting at.
Are you in a car?
I'm in a car right now.
What, are you driving with your teeth or something?
Yeah, really. Well, then I got one hand on the phone in my ear and the other hand on my...
I thought you were paralyzed.
Controls. One's if you push it in, it's a brake, and if you pull it down,
you can do that. You can do that. Yeah, guys that are paralyzed from the chest down can operate a car.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, because if they've got their arms, they can easily.
Oh, I thought he was paralyzed farther. I thought it was like from here down.
Hey, you got used to your hands, right? I hope so. You have use of your hands, right?
Yes, I do.
Thank God.
All right, good.
Anyway,
that wouldn't happen.
So I'm having this procedure done on the 21st. If you guys would like to be involved, I'd be more than happy to do it over the radio.
Really? Have you run that by your doctor?
Well, the doctors are, like I said, the Miami Project to Cure Paralysis, and I could probably run it by the Miami Project in the clinic, and I think they would have a funny time about it. It's you got to take these things with kind of your humility get in your way.
Now, Doug, is it going to be instantaneous when they give you? Is it like when you charge a battery? They're going to put those. They'll put the electron things on you. They give you the charge, and immediately will you bust a nut?
Bust a nut in about, I don't know, probably about 15 seconds, probably 15 to 30 seconds.
And of course, there's no pleasure because you feel absolutely nothing, right?
Nah, it's actually kind of uncomfortable.
Now, is this, do you do this into like a tube or something and then artificially inseminate your wife?
Well, one of the
turkey baster
usually milks my, what can I say?
Oh boy!
And puts it into a tube, and then they centrifuge it to get the sperm. And
right. Centrifuge is when they put it in a thing and they spin it around, right?
Right, exactly. Okay. And then all the sperm goes to the bottom, and the semen stays at the top, and then they take it all out.
Sounds like Bartender's Academy. Yeah, we'd love to hear that on the radio. Doug, hold on, please.
I figured you'd get a kick out of it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't want to brag or anything, especially to a guy that's paralyzed, but I want you to know that I'm not paralyzed, and can do it in 15 to 30 seconds without any electrodes at all. It takes me no time to bust a nut.
That's right. You don't use electrodes.
Hey, hold on there, Doug.
Okay.
Hold on.
And they go through that whole process, but it's nothing that can't be done with a bug zapper and a cocktail shaker.
Imagine that. Imagine if the doctor lets us hear that on the radio when it happens.
Imagine you hear that. He's done.
What a response that guy would have. Hold on. I want to ask him another question. Put him back on hold. I want to know how long it's been since he's had, an eruption. Mm-hmm. Hey, Doug?
Yeah.
Doug, how long has it been since that's happened for you?
I had a motorcycle accident when I was 22, and that was 16 years ago. And then I had my daughter 6 years ago. She's 6 years old.
So it's been 6 years?
So there was 10 years in between. How long has it happened since I've had electroejaculation?
Yeah.
I'd say approximately 5 or 6 years. I mean...
oh, my God. That's going to be like a rocket ship taking off.
Boy, that's going to be incredible.
They kind of clean the pipes kind of deal. You never know.
It's going to be like Armageddon.
Retrograde and antegrade, and I forget which one's which, but...
Well, whatever it is, just get a big old bucket.
With eggs on top.
Some of it goes back in your bladder.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Doug.
Isn't that a sticky wicket?
Hold on a second. Look forward to hearing that on the show.
Absolutely.
We'll be back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
You doing a Burger King?
Burger King. I think it would be somewhere like 11:20 at the Burger King.
You're close. Rob says it's 10 o'clock. 1-537-90-671.
Well, Rob also said that, $10 was worth $30 in pounds, and that's,
Right.
No, that's wrong. You're wrong about that.
Oh, well. All right, calling France right now. Calling the Burger King.
KFC Italie, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
You are on the air.
Parlez-vous anglais?
Hello.
Non.
Hello, we are calling from America.
Hello.
Oui, bien sûr, c'est ça, oui.
Do you speak English?
Hello, my little Twinkie, my little cream puff. Hello. How are you, my
I want to tell you something. The New Orleans Saints, the worst team in our league, could beat you at... Hello?
The little pocket of creme brulee has hung up the phone.
All right.
The little souffle will not talk to us. She's very busy at the Burger King serving up the Royales with cheese.
All right, let's call KFC. What's a Royale with cheese?
Salut, bonsoir, Edgar pour servir.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Hello.
You are on the air. Ho, ho.
Hello, Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Hello? Hello?
J'étais Colonel Sanders?
Parlez-vous American?
Parlez-vous anglais?
Hello?
Alouette, gentil, alouette.
Alouette, gentil, alouette. Hello?
Hello, you speak. Hey, speak, Frenchman. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you French all full of yourselves.
What are you doing? Bathing the fried chicken in white wine?
But the chicken is probably cleaner than you are.
That's right. The chicken probably does not have hair under its wing.
You might be number one in soccer, but like you're number 100 in hygiene.
That's right. If you are the big World Cup champion, how come you cannot find your way to a bath once a week?
Hello?
Mon ami? Hello?
All right, that's 0 for 2.
Are there any fast food operations we have not called?
All right, no, we're going to try a hotel now.
A hotel. It's been at my experience that you get people who speak English at foreign hotels.
And this is the Marriott Hotel.
Oh, the Marriott. Try the Marriott burger.
Megadon says, try the Marriott burger.
It is a great for a lazy eye.
Rudy Marsky says, hey, how about this, mon ami?
How about these? The fax. The fax. The fax machine. J'étais fax machine. Well, we are experiencing discomfort with that fax machine in our testicle area.
39.
Great pain.
I'd like to point out they also have too many numbers.
Yes.
I said that dyslexic-like. They have two numbers.
Many too. Well, it's because we are speaking so many languages.
Hello.
Hello. Bonjour.
Hello. Bonsoir. Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Hello.
Bonheur.
Bonheur.
Hello.
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 Bonheur crème brûlée.
My name is Monsieur Bonheur.
Hello, I am the ambassador. My name is Bonheur Saint-Jacques.
Hello.
Bonheur Coquille Saint-Jacques.
All right. Well, they didn't even pick up there. All right. Last try. We're gonna call the police.
Ah, the police. Hello, bonjour. Have you had any stupid Frenchman run into a pole lately?
We will call the French police, who've done a super job with that whole Princess Diana thing, and ask them how their green and yellow Volkswagen police cars are working.
Bonjour, Nina.
With their queer European sounders.
How can you catch a criminal when you are driving a Yugo?
Hello.
Renault.
Oh, now what if I was some hooligan looting a store? Perhaps if I was the storekeep. I was being looted by some hooligan who was celebrating the fact that France won the World Cup.
Ah, storekeep.
Hello? Hey, storekeep. Shady Dan. Hello, bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Hello. You are Ono Dio Arrow.
Oui, c'est rue du Rendez-vous, angle boulevard de Picpus.
Blah, 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 blah.
I believe we have a recording.
Un rouleautier.
Ah, blah, 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 blah.
845 Alpha Victor Romeo 77.
We must have someone who is French. Hello.
Allô?
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 Oui, commissaire deuxième, bonjour.
Allô, parlez-vous American?
Parlez-vous anglais?
Non.
No.
Je vais vous passer un poste.
Hello, my name is Don, and this is my friend Mike.
Crème brûlée. Bonjour. Crème brûlée.
I want to let you guys in Paris know something. That the New Orleans Saints... Pardon me, Pete Sampras?
Pete Sampras? Oh, he is transferring us to the...
Hola.
Parlez-vous anglais?
Comment?
Parlez-vous anglais?
Tiens, qui parle anglais?
Hello. You are Ono Dio Arrow.
Hello. Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Hello, Constable. Oh, hello.
Hello, oui.
Yes, listen, Mr. Clousteau, I want to say something to you.
Yeah.
Please listen to me now. Oh, you speak English?
Yes, a little.
Beautiful. Hi, listen, my name is Don, and this is my friend Mike.
How do you do?
We do the most perfect radio show in America. I only wish you could hear it in France.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine. Thanks.
First, I want to say, are you French?
Yes.
All right, I want to say Bastille Day, not a real holiday. And second, I want to say that the New Orleans Saints, who are the worst team in the National Football League, they could beat you guys in a game of World Cup. Do you understand? The real football is played in America.
Hello.
Hello.
How dare he? He spoke English and he still hung up on us.
Hello.
As long as I've been living, the French have been f***ing us.
Oh, man, may I remind someone that French dressing is simply ketchup and a little bit of mayonnaise, huh?
What is this line on hold? Hello, Dynamite.
Hello.
Hello.
International Hour, Dynamite Show.
Oh, I know. Wait, all these lines are ringing because we're doing a contest. Oh, boy.
Très bien, très bien.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot the contest. Hello, Dynamite Show.
Hi, have you already had caller 100?
Hey, it is you.
Bonjour.
Oh, really?
Bonsoir.
How are you?
I am fine. Thank you very much.
What is your name?
My name is Holly Mowry.
Where are you from, Holly?
Damascus, Maryland.
Holly, you've won tickets to see, I know you're so glad they're touring again, Iron Maiden.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Maiden.
That's right.
Madame.
With all of their life support equipment, they'll be on stage at the Ballroom in D.C. Tuesday, July 28th. For tickets, call Ticketmaster 202-432-SEAT. And also, you've qualified, to have us pay your rent or mortgage.
Really?
Up to $2,500. We're going to have a big free money show next Friday when we pick a bunch of people at random and pay their rent or mortgage. So the question now is, how much do you pay every month?
$1,091.
Oh, it's a big one.
Bonjour.
Mon ami, we'd love to pay that for you. Make sure you're listening to us next Friday for the next big free money show.
And enjoy your Iron Maiden concert. Of course, that is not their name any longer. They have changed their name. They are now Iron Lung. Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
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 I don't appreciate the French.
Me either.
As a people. I find them annoying.
Truly, mon ami. Hold on a second.
Okay, thank you.
All right, there's your call 100 now. We got to do a break. We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
88.1 The Peak.
This is Dr. Scholes.
Loves the tie. He's casual, Lewis.
Black T-shirt.
Makes him look even weirder.
Big Herman Munster work boots. Hello there, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Don. Hi, Mike.
Hi there.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Hey, Don, I just wanted to say it really sucks what happened to you.
What? Oh, the Redskins?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm over it.
You.
Tim McWilliams having a pretty big meltdown in the men's room a minute ago. Not happy about the recent developments.
Tim McWilliams is the only guy that works in this. About 75 people work here.
Mm-hmm.
Tim McWilliams is the only guy that ever said anything to me about that show.
Yeah.
Said like, hey, it's a good show.
Yeah, he was into the show, and he was not pleased with the developments.
Well, thanks, but, hey, life goes on. I'll have more time with my family. Which I'm sure will drive me freaking crazy. Just what I want is more quality time with my wife.
Super quality time.
I'm going to be having some super quality time next week.
Mm-hmm.
My kid is going to camp.
Oh, he did that last year, right?
He's done that the last couple of years. And my wife is pretty sure that we're going to have some kind of a romantic breakthrough while he's gone.
Now, I thought things were doing just fine in the romance front.
Oh, things are fine.
Is he going to comedy camp?
Clown college.
Clown college. Okay.
Clown college.
That's what it is.
But my wife's looking forward to it. She thinks that we're going to be like taking walks together and talking and everything.
This is where he. What happened to him one time when he went to camp? Did he get poison ivy or something?
Oh,
like
everything's happened to him at camp.
He always has some sort of event that goes on, and I like it when you share his correspondence with you because
the letters.
Yeah, the letters every year get briefer and briefer. Mom, having good time. Dad, love you. Bye.
Yeah, he can't wait to go.
Right.
As a matter of fact, he wants to go for a month.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, I don't. For 3 months.
The A1 parents that send their kids to camp for 3 months.
You keep working it like that, maybe I'll send you to boarding school like they do. How would you like that? How'd you like to be in Switzerland?
There are parents that do that actually, they send their kids to boarding school, and then summertime comes, and they send them to camp.
Sure.
It's like Christmas and, Thanksgiving. That's it.
Well, hello. Listen, that's nice. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Juliet.
Juliet.
Hello. I was just calling.
Juliet.
Do they have camp for preschoolers?
Juliet Press. Are you already thinking
terrible.
about?
I love my kids. That's the first joke I've ever made at their expense. I retract the joke. It's not funny. I'm not going to say that again. Preschool camp. Yes, it's an overnight camp.
Yeah.
1 counselor to 20 kids.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Juliet.
Yes, so I was just calling to say that I felt really sorry for you about the Redskins, and if I was there, I'd give you a big hug and kiss.
Oh, thank you, but I don't want your pity, girl.
I'm not giving you my pity.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think your pity is appropriate, and I'd like to know the celebrity you most resemble.
The celebrity I most resemble.
Yeah, for that big hug.
I would probably say, I'm a lifeguard and at a nudist colony pool.
A lifeguard at a nudist colony pool. We don't write this stuff.
Thank you, God.
No, I was calling for the other thing the other day, the contest for the $100, but I didn't get through.
Which contest was that?
For the most exciting place where you are when you're calling in.
Oh, you would have been a winner calling us from a nudist camp.
And I tried to get through, but I couldn't get through.
I just remembered nudists and this program, so I hate to do it, but I have to ask you again. Who is the celebrity you most resemble?
Probably Pamela Anderson, but I'm prettier in the face, and I have long blonde hair down to my waist.
Right. We hear that a lot. And if you want to know all the other Pamela Andersons that we've seen at nudist camps, you should go get a copy of our videotape, Sex Pies and videotape.
Photo. I can send you my photo, so...
Would it be a photo from when you were lifeguarding at the nudist camp?
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Send us a nude photo of yourself, please.
No, I don't work in a nude outfit, my bathing suit. I work in a red lifeguard bathing suit.
Oh, so you're not nude while you're watching all the people that are nude?
No.
Oh, all right.
Oh, what a rip-off that is.
Thanks for the sentiment, though. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, I don't appreciate all the things you've been saying about the French people.
That's a fake accent, and it's
No,
a very
not.
bad, terrible.
Français, je parle tout le temps.
No, it's terrible.
Oui.
You had a little high school French. That sucks.
Hey, at least I tried. I gave it my best.
All right, gotcha. Busted. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, Radio God.
Yeah, hi there.
Hey, I just wanted to say, Buzz, hope you get better soon, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, well, except for Ken Stevens, that is.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ken get what Buzz has double time.
Always.
He was stretching a moment ago. I was sneaking a peek at Lewis, and he was doing, even when he stretches, he does it obnoxiously.
When I saw him in the hallway, he was seriously jumping up and down and pumping his fists in the air, and he said, "I am so excited to be here." I said, "Lewis, don't come in the bathroom when I'm in here."
Lewis, little word. Lay off the Viagra, buddy. Out.
Thank you. Out. Out. Peace out.
Lewis.
True dat. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi there.
Hi, this is Applesauce Dan.
Applesauce Dan.
Yeah.
Boy, that sounds kinky.
91? Year of 91, I took a bath in applesauce on your morning show.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you have had that with you for 7 years, and you still look at it with some pride.
Well, I'm calling with an update. I actually now teach at American University.
That's appropriate, but I think anybody that bathes in applesauce would be appropriate at my alma mater.
And I also thought that maybe I just wanted to touch base with you guys again. And
what are you teaching at American University?
I teach theater.
Theater.
Advanced nose picking.
An actor.
Well, what were you expecting? Some kind of embrace from us?
Oh, no.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to touch base and see how things, and just let you know.
Wait a minute, you're really teaching theater? You don't sound like you should be teaching theater.
Yeah, I teach design and technical theater.
I can't tell you how many days I've come in here and I've said to either Mike or Rob, I wish that guy from 91 who took the bath in the applesauce would call to check in to let us know how his life is going.
I've heard rumors he's a professor.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
When I went up to Maine and they had the 4th of July parade, one of the things, it was the suckiest thing I ever saw in a parade. You had the Shriners, which were great. That's all we had. Mostly it was Shriners, little guys on go-karts.
Yeah, I know.
And the one that I liked the most was they had a little Shriner truck in the middle of the street, and the Shriners were on go-karts, so they would go up a ramp and down the front of the truck as it was still moving. It was pretty impressive. It really was. But then, right after that, they had this theater troupe come through, and they stopped the parade so that they could act out one of their and then do one of their musical numbers. Well, we're all so happy, and then they're handing out their flyers going, "See the free show tonight at the big theater." And they really, there were lots of little kids around there, but they almost got stuff thrown at them. They were that unpopular, and they stopped the flow of the parade, and there were more Shriners in back of them
lesbians
waiting to perform. Actors, we are actors, we're going to stop the parade.
Oh boy, that would stink. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, well, thank you. I'd like to defend Lewis. He's not annoying at all.
Really?
Yes, if you want annoying, take Dennis Murphy. Every time that guy comes on the air, I automatically turn the radio on.
This is not unusual. Not unusual. We do get lots of Murphy haters.
That's okay. Listen, I think if you give him a chance, you'll probably hate Lewis a lot more than you hate Dennis.
Really?
Yeah, if you just give him a chance. Listen to Lewis do the news today.
You'll really, by the end of the newscast, there's a really good chance you might hate him.
Oh, I'll give it a shot.
By the end of the newscast, you know what you're going to be wanting to hear? Listen to this.
Murphy? I'll try my best to hate him.
It's a little Dennis for you.
Thank you very much.
How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, even to the Bulls.
Hey, Don and Mike. Hello.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Dennis Murphy being on the cover of the Sacramento Bee.
Yeah, what about it, sir?
Was he on the cover? I heard you guys mention it yesterday, but I missed it.
Oh, come on. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Go get the paper out of the garbage. It was Sunday's newspaper, I think. Hello?
Hello, I wanted to tell you about that one guy. He's just jealous of Dennis Murphy.
Sure, and say who isn't. Buzz is still hospitalized. It'll be about 10 days, maybe 2 weeks before he gets situated at home to deliver the news from his bedside studio.
Yes.
Joining us next with news and comment. I'd ask him what his lead story is, except I ordered him to go in the other room so we wouldn't have to look at him before the news.
Now, would you want a tease from him now?
What's the number in the green room, Rob?
I don't know. I can tell you the lead if you don't want to talk to him.
Hold on. We're going to call him in the green room.
Just call him up. Well, he probably doesn't know what the story is anyway, does he? Or have they already given him the news?
I kicked him out. I was calling my wife, and I kicked him out of the green room.
Oh, really?
But I think he went back in there. He went back in there. He did one of his... I walked in and I said, Lewis, excuse me, can I use this room for a second? And he said, sure. And I started to walk towards the door, and he stayed in his seat. Hello? I said, no, I want you to leave.
Lewis?
No, you've called the producer's room. This is Charlie.
Charlie who? Hey, Charlie.
Hi.
Hey, this isn't Charlie Broyhill, is it?
Yes, it is, Mike. How are you?
What's the number in the green room, Charlie?
I don't know.
4-3. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Hey, but it was a good chance for us to get Charlie's standard answer. I don't know.
Hi.
Lewis.
Hi.
Showtime, baby.
You got it, man. I'm in there.
What's your lead story tonight, Lewis?
Is funny man Jerry Seinfeld dating a common whore?
Okay, all right. Don't come in here until it's time to start the news, okay?
All right.
All right. Bye, Lewis.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, news and comment.
It's a good start.
With a very annoying Lewis coming right up.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show.
After 5 minutes, he'd come back for it. Listen to what everyone said about him. That's pretty paranoid. Yes, it is. I like it.
Don und Mike über alles. The Don and Mike Show.
All right, news and comment now. Of course, our prayers go with Buzz Burbank, still recovering in the hospital.
Get well soon, Buzz.
When I saw him last night, he said the doctors had given him an upgrade, that they thought he'd be out of the hospital on Saturday.
Buzz, I will be by later in the week with a very special package for you.
And then he'd be at home for like 6, maybe 12 weeks or something like that.
This is very serious stuff.
Some ridiculous amount of time. So while we're having the microphone put into Buzz's house, standing by to deliver today's news and comment is the very scary Lewis the intern.
Move to your right a little bit, Lewis, so I can see you. As much as I hate to see you, got to move over so I can see you.
Can you hear me okay?
I just want to tell everybody a bulletin before Lewis starts the news. Lewis loves Christine. Lewis loves Christine.
Christine's a very attractive lady. I have to say that for sure right here on the radio.
Yeah, and you've got a super chance with her.
Yeah. Hey, now, I wasn't thinking in those terms. I was just commenting on her beauty.
Lewis, have you dye your hair, Lewis?
No, I just haven't cleaned it.
Well, and do you have a little, like, beard happening? A little one of those little beatnik things happening under your lower lip?
A little bit of beat hair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's everywhere. But hey, right here on the chin, I don't know what the technical name is.
Lewis likes Christine.
Lewis likes Christine.
We were just really oogieing out Christine during the commercials because that was what we were singing to her. Lewis likes you.
Well, I like everybody. So, hey, now, what do you mean exactly? Because she's female, I can't have a liking for her as a human? Hey.
Damn it, Lewis. What's your lead story, man?
Yeah, what's your lead?
Geronimo and Michael Mara. Okay. Let me put on the dork spec so I can see what's going on here.
Your lead story was something to do with Jerry Seinfeld.
I got to say right off the bat, Buzz sounds a hell of a lot better on that microphone. I don't know whether it's the... I was saying maybe there's something wrong with the microphone, but it's your bird-like little voice, Lewis.
It's me, and Buzz, I love you. But, I wish I wasn't here because of the circumstances that Buzz has gone through, but, best wishes to Buzz. Anyhow, according to the Globe, first story here having to do with Jerry Seinfeld, the joke was on funny man Jerry Seinfeld.
Look at how much his hands are shaking.
It's cold in here. It's not because I'm nervous.
Right.
You're not nervous.
Right.
Hold on. Do I sound nervous? Listen to the timbre of my voice.
The timbre?
Do I sound nervous? I don't, do I?
Go ahead, Lewis. Read the story.
Humanity, all the best.
Hey. All right, how about this, guys?
News with Lewis.
The joke was on funny man Jerry Seinfeld when he picked up stunning Swedish beauty Julia Nikitjenko in a club in Australia. Jerry still doesn't know it, but the 5'10" aspiring actress he dated 3 times during a trip down under is a high-class hooker who uses the name Amber to advertise on the internet, says a source. The 21-year-old knockout charges $650 an hour for sex.
Who is this intern?
$650 for...
What is the deal with these amateur newsreaders?
Hey, my major in school is not news, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I like it.
What is your major, Lewis?
Radio major. You could be a radio major, news sports major, or a television production
You're a major dickhead is what I find.
Hey!
Bada bing!
Yeah, wow.
Bada bing!
Anyhow, let me continue here.
All right, Lewis.
Please do, Lewis.
Julia insists she refused to sleep with the 44-year-old sitcom king. Quote, Jerry was every inch the perfect gentleman and a lovely kisser, confides auburn-haired Julia, who's originally from Stockholm, Sweden. But when he asked me to stay the night, I told him I wasn't that sort of girl. He seemed a little peeved, was the word.
I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm going to stop laughing at you because it's going to encourage you, but I guess you have to move on to the next story.
What is your next story, Lewis?
Don't encourage Lewis. That's a bad thing.
Don't speak about yourself in third person.
I know, I'm not to that point
Now,
yet.
why was that pause? What, are you leaving the other stories out in the car or something? How come you don't have all your news in front of you?
They're right here.
All right.
He's got his stack right in front of him.
Good news for Beach Boys fans. Brian Wilson is planning a tour this fall to promote his album, Imagination.
Do we have Brian standing
Rob,
by?
yes, we've got his tape right here.
I think it's very important to note that we do have an actuality from that news story.
This is where I would help Buzz out. I'd say, and I'll say it to you, I'll go, Buzz, hold on. I've got a tape of Brian Wilson singing right here.
This is Brian Wilson when he was on his most recent live tour.
Okay.
Would you like to hear it?
I'd love to hear that.
Okay. Here it is.
Chicago, Chicago, that darling down, Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you right, I love the old bitch.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Dynamite, do you think this is on the new album? Is this a new cut?
No ad-libs, Lewis.
Just read. Now you forge ahead and read the news.
All right, well, this Imagination album is his first one in 10 years. Wilson, who is now happily married to his second wife,
Some Sunday morning, going to be...
has two adopted daughters, 20 months and 6 months old, and is successfully treating his moods with a single antidepressant called Luvox.
Why don't my baby, why don't be baby, I'm about you, she's only 20 and I'm 21, why don't my baby don't be.
Apparently he's doing well and no longer has a sandbox in his living room.
Who is that?
Who? Brian Wilson.
We need more.
Rocking around the clock.
Brian Wilson.
Wait a minute. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Oh, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down his survey. Oh, Rudolph, with your nose so bright. La, 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 la.
Our favorite Beach Boy.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright. Oh,
Can I do the next story in that voice? What do you think?
No, Lewis.
No, Lewis. Now, don't. Now, come on now. You haven't been all that annoying so far.
Okay, I'll try to keep it straight here. All right, speaking of which, a cast member of the soap opera One Life to Live and a member of the Beach Boys are among those making online appearances tonight. Erica Slezak will be on America Online.
Oh, Vicky Lord Poon.
VLP.
Oh, man, Vicky. Hello, my name is Victoria Lord. There she is.
Well, Lord Poon will be on America Online starting at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern Time, and at 9 p.m. recording artist Brian Wilson will be chatting with fans. That appearance is also on...
What? Did you just mention Brian Wilson again?
Yes, he'll be on America Online.
Oh, my confess, I love you. Oh, my confess, I care. Oh, my confess, I love you. As I do. La 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 la.
Brian Wilson, everybody.
He's a genius, don't you know?
See, Mike and I watch One Life to Live. We watch it every day at the hour before we go on the air.
Yes.
With Todd Manning and Asa and Bo Buchanan.
And this lady, Erica Slezak, she plays Vicky on the show.
Yes, she's a little piglet.
She has a round moon pie face, and seriously, she has a pig snout for a nose.
So
Get out of town.
And she's very pretentious on the show. She always says, "Oh, Todd, we're all very, very upset, all of us."
I'm Vicky Lord Poon.
This little nose that she's got.
I don't have time for those types of shenanigans.
That's an ad-lib, Lewis, and we really don't care.
That was on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Princess Diana...
Look at him. Just look at him while he's doing the news. Look at how he's sitting there like he's some kind of anchor man or something.
He is.
And when he makes his clever asides...
I feel like one right now. This is a very professional studio, and hey, I'm out of my element. I'm trying to
sitting
adapt.
in there all rigid.
No, all right.
There you go. Better.
All right.
Don't be so sensitive, Lewis.
I'm not sensitive. I'm a very hard-nosed type of guy. You can't tell that?
Oh, God.
I'm not.
All right, go ahead.
I don't care. The Princess Diana Museum at Althorpe Park, England, has been open for 2 weeks now and is going strong. It is being run by the late Diana's brother, Earl Spencer, and for only $16, you can stop by and check out Diana's clothes, her tap shoes.
All right, hold on there, please.
You got it.
Hold on. Here's your brother calling the show right now. Lewis's brother, Kevin.
Kevin is on the line.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
I don't know, dude. I'm looking forward to, eating dinner tonight. Are you still going to go, or are you going to
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that.
Oh, man, they're just the same, aren't they?
Kevin, you sound stoned, man.
I'm not stoned.
You sound big. All right, well, if you're not, that's too bad.
Are you stoned, Lewis?
Yeah, dude. Hey, Don and Mike are cutting down on you real bad, dude. That's not cool.
Hey, listen.
Hey, do you use dude at the dinner table, like when you're around your folks? Do you use dude a lot?
No,
I'm not talking to you, Kevin. I'm talking to Lewis.
I don't live at home for about a year and something now, but neither does my brother, really. So he doesn't eat dinner much with them any longer.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to eat dinner at our house because something gets broken that my mom or dad throws crap all over the place.
Yeah,
all right.
Kevin.
Well, hold on. Hey, Kevin, hold on. I'd like to interview you about your life at home with your brother Louis.
Troubled home life.
Okay, Mom.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Hold on, Louis, a quick break, and when we interview your brother, when we come back, what is the next story then, Louis?
Actually, we're talking about Madonna in an interview from People magazine.
Okay, Madonna. Madonna.
With Louis.
Coming right up. We'll be right back.
Louis was out in the hallway with me a moment ago, repeating to me how he knows he is going to be successful.
Yes,
really?
That's Louis's little mantra. He likes to tell people
Successful at what?
I don't. Hold on. Let me clarify. That sounded like I was, being a jerk, Mike. It wasn't the case. I really just had this gut instinct, or I wouldn't be here right now. Fate has brought me here. I feel that someday, somehow, I'll be successful at something.
That's kind of how it went.
I don't know what it is.
You be the judge.
Yeah, you be the judge.
I predict you're going to be a great organ donor. Organ donor.
Thank you.
I thought you were doing pig Latin for a second.
No. Organ donor. That's tough to say real fast off the top of your head.
Organ donor.
Organ donor.
Organ donor.
Organ donor.
Here is Louis's brother, Kevin, who is not happy with the way we've talked about it. Are you the big brother, Louis?
I'm the big one.
He's bigger than I am.
That's all right.
What's your problem, dude?
Hey, man, do you say dude at the dinner table?
Hey, no, I don't eat dinner anymore, Kevin. What are you trying to prove, man? What's going on?
I'm not trying to prove anything.
All right, so what's up?
Nothing, man. I was just trying to call you up today to talk to you on the radio. Don Mike there.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak. It's the answer, guy.
Has a big feature role in the new Adam Sandler movie.
Adam Sandler and Jerry Reed, I think that's a winning combination.
That's an unbeatable combination. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Can I speak Don and Mike, please?
Yeah, you're on the air. Hello, right now. I realize those instructions were a bit hard to handle.
Cranial overload. Sir?
Hello, Mr. Dumbass. Hello, paging Mr. Dumbass.
You're talking to yourself, asshole.
Oh, now he gets nasty.
Hey, you said, can I talk to Don and Mike? I said, you're on the air, go ahead. And then you sit there, you moron.
That idiot didn't realize that he was on the air already.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike.
Yeah, hi.
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, my friend.
That tape you guys keep playing of Dennis Murphy Moon at the Cow,
yeah,
sounds awful lot like Popeye having a bad BM or something.
You know, that does have a little Popeye to it. That's good analysis.
I think it also has a little, like, Quasimodo sound to it.
My favorite is the, as you pointed out, how you doing?
How you doing? There he is, where he talks to the bulls. How you doing?
Hi.
How you doing?
All right.
Don and Mike Show, hello.
You know, that does have a little Popeye to it. That's good.
Moo.
I think it also has a little, like, Quasimodo.
Where's Susan on this line?
My favorite.
That's just somebody playing our show real loud down the phone. Hello, Susan?
Hope they're enjoying themselves.
Susan? No, this isn't Susan, is it?
Me.
No.
Don and Mike.
I picked up the wrong line. Hello?
Don and Mike.
Yeah, you're on the air. Hey, hi.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes.
About Dennis Murphy's webpage. Any way possible getting a picture of your wife on there?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, is put a picture of my wife on Dennis Murphy's website.
I think the game plan
I just want to know what she looks like, because I've never seen her.
I think the game plan is distancing ourselves as far as humanly possible from that webpage.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Trust me, there's a lot of places that I might put a picture of my wife.
Right.
Because she is a beautiful woman.
Yes, she is.
But
I just wanted to see what she looked like.
Dennis Murphy's website will be the last place you see that picture.
Dennis is flying his own plane on that one.
All right. Hey, Susan?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I got your mom's number.
Okay. You want to call her while I'm still on the line?
Would you rather if I put you on hold so you wouldn't have to hear us talk with her?
Or would you know, if you want to be part of this, if you want to stand by with us while we call her, we can do that.
Conference them together.
Sure, that'd be fine.
Oh, good, yeah. Oh, does your mom know you're going to be on the TV today?
Yes, she does.
Okay. All right, hold on a second.
It'll be interesting to get Mom's perspective on all of this crazy hijinks going on with Susan and her man-to-be.
All right. Susan, you there?
Yes.
All right, calling your mom right now. Calling Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Mother of the bride.
Very good.
Hello.
Hello, is this Evelyn?
Who wants to know?
This is Don and Mike.
We're on the air here with Susan.
With your daughter.
My crazy, insane daughter.
Oh, I like Evelyn already.
Listen. Yes, Mom.
Evelyn?
Yes.
Evelyn, we we would like to invite you to Susan's wedding. We were unaware that
That she had a mother?
Well, no, we...
Maybe she doesn't have a mother anymore.
We hadn't even thought that far into it. Of course you are invited to the wedding.
It wouldn't be the same without you, Evelyn, and we certainly hope you can attend.
How can I do this? What would you do if your daughter was doing this?
Boy, that's a good question.
Right.
I think I'd be so into the Johnny Walker by the time everything came around.
If I were a drinking woman, so would I.
But Evelyn, it's not my daughter and it's not Mike's daughter. It's your daughter. Right. It's your daughter, and she's a grown-up. You know, you can't control your kids.
And you know, when we first met Susan, Evelyn, I'll be honest with you, we didn't know what to expect. But after talking with her, you know, she seems like she's a free spirit, but she seems grounded. She seems like a sane individual.
We will try as hard as we can to pick a guy who's not a big load. I mean, we're going to try to pick the best possible candidate for your wife, for your daughter to be wife. Evelyn?
The optimum thing, Evelyn, is for this marriage to work out. Nothing would make us happier than if it worked out beautifully, and they lived happily ever after.
Well, that would be the crowning achievement of our illustrious career.
Not a chance it's going to happen, but it would be really, really incredible.
Now, let's serious. I mean, get real.
I mean, I am getting real. If it lasts more than the 5 days, right, where they can change their minds, we will
give it 5 minutes.
We will consider it to be an absolute success.
She's crazy. I'm telling you, this girl has been crazy all her life.
Right.
And I love her dearly. But she's crazy.
Well, you know, she's crazy, Mom, but I think it's good if you're at the wedding.
Yeah, you got to be there to support her, even when she does crazy things.
Because she's getting a little TV attention now and getting a little nervous, and she needs
what's she going to get out of this?
What's she going to get? A man.
She's going to get a man.
Yeah, she can get a man. She has no trouble getting in.
Evelyn, I would just like to remind you that your daughter called us about this.
Right.
We didn't call her and say, hey.
I believe that. I can believe that.
And Evelyn, we're calling because, Susan wants us to invite you to the wedding, and we're not calling because we want to be talked out of anything now. It's that's something you take up with your daughter, but she's already made that decision, and if she backed out now, she'd screw up the whole show.
Oh, we'd be pissed.
She would.
Oh, we'd be pissed. What was that, Evelyn?
I said, I guess she would screw up the show if she backed out.
Yes, she would.
But it's not going to be the end of the world if she backed out.
Oh, Evelyn, you're wishing, you're hoping. I understand. You're being a mom. I understand that.
Mom. Right.
And listen, Susan.
Can I talk to my mom?
Yeah, you want to talk to her? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Mom?
Yes?
You have to be there.
Honey, how can I do that?
Oh, Mom, you wear a dress and you sit.
I don't even have a dress.
You cry and you do the stuff moms do.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, come on, Mom, please.
Bikini, because that'll be about as absurd as what you're doing.
No.
Hey, that would be all right with me if you wore a bikini.
No, it will not.
Oh, Evelyn, come on. You have to be a part of this.
Please, Evelyn.
Please, Mom.
She's your daughter, Evelyn.
Yeah, I know.
Please, Mom.
You'll make her happy, and you know something right now? You'll make an awful lot of people happy.
If you come down and...
I doubt that.
If you come down and actually watch your daughter being married, I promise me and Mike will really try to pick the best possible guy for her.
And she has to get a nice dress.
Yeah, we'll get you a dress.
Yeah, we'll get you a dress, Evelyn.
The finest Kathy Lee Gifford fashion that is available at any Walmart in America. No, I'm kidding. I
don't wear Kathy Lee Walmart dresses.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you, Evelyn.
Good for you. Neither do I anymore until I found out where she was having them made.
Ring that bell.
God. I just can't go along with this insanity.
You know something? Stop the insanity. Evelyn, if you come to the wedding, I know you're going to have a good time.
Well, I'm sure I will because I listen to you every day.
God bless you, Evelyn.
That's the problem.
Listen, Evelyn.
Maybe I'm as crazy as she is.
Yes, she is. Don't let her fool you. Mom's as crazy as I am.
It's entirely possible.
Yes.
That I'm as crazy as she is, but not this crazy.
These two love each other. You can tell mom and daughter love each other, and you have to be there, Evelyn.
You have to.
She's as crazy as I am. Don't you dare let her tell you different.
Listen, Evelyn, here's what we've got lined up so far. We've got tuxedos for the groom and his whole a bunch of guys. We have dresses for your brides.
There's going to be a bunch of guys.
Well, you mean, how do we know if the groom will have friends?
Well, if he doesn't have friends, then we would dress up some guys. We dress up some guys on our show.
Are we going to wear tuxes for this?
Oh, I don't know, Mike. Oh, come on. Let's not be crazy. Let's not be crazy.
Yeah, just, maybe it's that hard sell thing with Evelyn right now.
I'll wear a long sleeve shirt. How about that? I'll wear a nice button-down shirt.
I'll wear a black golf shirt.
Don and Mike.
Yes, Susan.
This is my important day.
Yes, of course. We'll wear whatever you want us to wear.
Thank you. You have to wear a nice tux.
Okay. Promise.
Okay.
Now, we have photographer. We have a photographer ready, a whole big package. We have the huge wedding cake.
The photographer has a big package?
No, he'll be making a big package of photos.
Oh, okay.
We have the wedding cake. We have your hair and nails being done.
Oh, wonderful.
Susan says that her minister is going to perform the ceremony.
Oh, bravo!
What was that?
I don't think so.
That's what my brother said.
He had to be teasing her.
Okay, Evelyn, you're starting to be a little difficult here.
I am.
Right, Evelyn.
To be otherwise.
Evelyn, listen. Wonderful mom. Please put a sock in it for a minute. And we're working on a honeymoon right now somewhere outside the United States.
And Don and Mike, we have to be able to pick our dresses. They can't just throw things up.
Yes, Susan. Yes, listen. I promise. You know, you would think that the girl would be more worried about the guy, but if you want to, you can put all the attention you want to in the dresses. We'll make sure that you get just what you want.
Okay, and you know what? As far as the guy's concerned, I can handle that.
All right.
Okay.
More concerned with the dresses than the guy.
Maybe you could send them both to some mental hospital for the weekend.
Well, listen, Evelyn, have we won you over? Will you come to your daughter's wedding?
I will come only because she won't let me not.
Beautiful. Thank you,
bless
Evelyn.
Evelyn, we will treat you like royalty when you're here.
That's real nice of you.
I can imagine how that'll be.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah, right, Susan.
I do.
Then why are you trying to drive me crazy?
Oh, because if you haven't been crazy yet, I mean, I can't stop until you are.
Oh, she's a mom, all right.
Evelyn, you come down here. I'll give you some sugar. I'll straighten you right out.
Yeah, well, what kind of sugar are you talking about?
Oh, you don't want to miss it, Evelyn.
Yeah, right. I'll bet.
I'll bet.
I will probably be so embarrassed I can't stand it.
I know. It'll be the proudest day of your life.
It will.
I hardly think so.
Evelyn, will it sweeten the pot at all if we throw in a carton of cigarettes?
No, thanks. How do you know?
How do you know? Come on. How do you know? Helen Keller's on the phone. She says she knows you smoke. Please. Come on.
Mike, be nice to my mother.
We love your mother. We love your mother. She's a wonderful woman, Susan.
We're kidding her. She gave birth to you, and we're happy about that.
Oh, that was bad enough right there.
All right, Evelyn.
No more comments.
All right.
Be nice to my mom.
All right. We'll see you for the wedding, Evelyn.
All right.
Okay, good. Hold on a second here, Susan.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Whew.
Oh, that was something. That Evelyn, she's a typical mom. She's a normal mom. I mean, any normal mom would react that way, and I think that's good.
Yeah, we had to smooth talk her, but
of course.
She's come on.
She is a typical mom, and she's traditional in many ways, but my mother made me, so...
Yeah, well, no, I think...
you
it sounds like you have a great relationship with her.
Yes. Oh, I love her desperately.
And, and just the fact that you want your mom to be here it gives this event more credibility and lets us know how serious you are about it.
I want my whole family there.
Good. Well, they're all invited.
Well, and I know...
As long as they're all within bus range.
Having a little trouble, too.
What?
My sister's having a little trouble. She doesn't know. She can't handle the stress,
Well, all right. F her. Maybe everybody everybody else in your family will be here except your sister.
No, she'll be there, I know. She's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person.
Okay, listen, Susan, let me ask you, when Channel 7 News came by today,
Yes.
what type of questions did they ask you, and what type of answers did you give?
Well, basically, they asked me, what kind of medication I must be on that I would do this. No. They said, they asked me, what were you thinking? I mean, why did you call the radio show? Why Don and Mike? That kind of thing. And I said, well, basically I called Don and Mike to tell them that I listen to their show on a regular basis. I love them.
All right, so far so real.
This is all the good stuff about us that the TV station will chop out.
That's right, but that's good to hear it.
Right. But then, I told them that, it was just one of those things that came out of my head, which, tends to leak out periodically. And I told them also, though, that I believed from the way that you speak about your wives that you have a certain respect for women and that you would do me no wrong.
That means all the pressure's on you.
Yeah, I know. I know. All right, sure. I'll accept that responsibility. And I accept my responsibility because I know that there's a 5-day exchange.
That's right, of course.
But we're going to shoot for the big one.
Okay, and I'm sure Frida's going to make you choose right.
We're going to shoot for the lifetime commitment. Oh, listen, you don't even want to know what my wife thinks about this.
Oh, I know. She thinks I'm just a total wacko.
It's not that my wife thinks anything about you or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
My wife doesn't trust me to go to the store to choose what kind of paper towels we're going to have.
Well, I'm sure because she probably tells you to get Bounty, and then you come home with something totally different.
Yeah, correct. You should be married to me.
That's like a man.
Like it matters.
So typical.
Paper roll is a paper roll.
You can tell them specifically the single roll of Bounty, and they'll come home every time with 3 rolls of Cottonelle or something.
Oh, God, I think we're losing a few guys right now, Susan. You better chill on that.
Well, they should know this is what it's like when you're married.
That's right. But that's okay because I do the shopping.
Okay, good. Oh, hey, see, there you go. Traditional.
Listen, you're right. I do love my wife, and I know Mike loves his wife. And
yes, I do.
We will try our best to give you a relationship as solid as ours. Keep in mind, though, that we were both first-time losers in the game of marriage.
Yes, we were, Susan.
And so was I.
See, well, then we have that,
I forgot that.
Second marriages work out for everybody.
That's right.
Well, maybe not everybody, but in our case, they've worked out.
And they are going to work out.
Good.
All right, Susan, we will be in touch with you, I guess, sometime later today. We'll wait to see you on the TV.
Right.
And then we'd like to talk to you to get your feedback after your first big appearance on the news.
Right, absolutely. And I want to hear, have you gotten any more faxes?
Last night, overnight, we received another, was it 13, 14, or 15 different ones?
Yeah, they're coming in very regularly. They're coming in on a steady basis.
I think after the news, we're just going to be swamped.
Yeah, and we'll give you plenty of time to go through all of them and pick out the guys that you like the best.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Susan.
You guys are my best friend.
All right, thanks, Susan.
Hope we're still your best friend after next week.
Oh, me too.
Okay, bye, Susan.
Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye. Well, all right, that all got straightened right out, didn't it?
Yeah, that's legit. She wanted us to call her mom. I think, everything so far, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop because everything
I don't see what's going to happen. She's not a man.
Yes. No.
We talked to her mother.
When you said that to me today, I'm like, well, she is perfectly wonderful, and that's why it's so good. I hope that everything goes smoothly. I hope we get the right guy for her.
I better not pick a schmuck.
Yeah.
Please, God, please help me not to pick a schmuck.
Well, that is now, I'm not trying to shirk responsibility now, but I will tell you that it seems to me after that you should be the one to make if we're in like a tie situation,
I'll be the tiebreaker.
You gotta break the tie. But we usually are pretty good on
things.
Yeah,
we're usually right on that.
Absolutely.
Hello?
Yeah, it's Don and Mike.
Unless I just feel so strongly about one candidate.
Which has been known to happen.
And that's never backfired, has it? I've never picked wrong.
Never at all.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, Don and Mike?
Yeah.
Hi, I was just listening to your show here, and a young lady had called in about meeting someone that she wanted you guys to pick someone for her to meet, to marry.
What show are you listening to?
Yes, Forrest.
Listen to you guys right now.
All right. You've just kind of described what we're doing. Yeah, right.
Right.
We've been pretty into this for the last 3 days.
What I wanted to say was that I met my wife, and I married her 7 days after we met.
Okay.
Yes.
And I just thought it'll probably work out.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you for your 2 cents.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey.
Hello.
Work for me.
Hello. You are on the air. Hi, Don and Mike show.
Somebody's eating. Somebody was eating and then hung up. I can't think of anything more rude.
Hello, Don.
Angeles, Mark and Brian.
Mm-hmm.
They're like these sumo wrestlers. But
Dolly, let me just stop for a second. Let me just
put in your face.
No.
Hold on.
Shut up for a second.
Let me just stop for a second and wonder what it would be like to actually work for a station where they would promote your show.
Boy, that would be truly awesome, wouldn't it?
And imagine that.
Gee, how many years have we been here?
7.
You don't need
it. And when was the last time?
Never.
Never, that's right.
Never
any promotion.
You don't need it, but I just thought it'd be kind of funny to let all the people of Sacramento see your faces that I'm going to digitize from sex pies and videotape and get made into gigantic, like 6 foot by 6 foot faces.
Right. Yeah. Good plan, Spider-Man.
It's gonna work, bro.
Yeah, that's a real good plan. Let me see if I got this plan correct. You're going to take our pictures. You're somehow going to transfer them into giant 6-foot photographs. You're going to climb up on a billboard with some glue, I guess, and glue them over other disc jockeys' heads.
Exactly.
Right. If the day that happens, Don and I will be getting the sex change operation.
Beautiful.
No, you'll see, and Scott Jones is going to see it too.
Scott Johnson.
Who is that?
Scott Jones.
Who is that?
Scott Jones is Scott Jones.
All right, well, listen, first off, that's a dumb plan. And second off, if you put our faces up, it wouldn't matter since nobody knows what we look like.
People will know what you look like because I'm going to correct the call letters on the billboard.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
You're going to climb up on a billboard hundreds of feet above the ground. You're not only going to change our faces, but you're going to change the words on the billboard.
Exactly.
You're superhuman.
Exactly. You wear all black. You put a little charcoal on your face. You get a couple of hooks and ropes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait with bated breath.
I did that once to the Hollywood sign down in L.A.
Sure you did.
Of course you did.
I was in on that thing where they changed it so it said Hollyweed.
Right.
Sure you did.
I'm your age, Don.
Yeah, that's a good idea, sir. That's a real legal idea.
Hey, it's really fun when you take a leak through the second O in the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay. All right, Spider-Man. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Surely.
Hello. The candy counter today?
Yes, and he was, almost that high-pitched, shrill voice when he was beating me with the empty popcorn bags.
Well, yeah, but before that, when he got mad because something wouldn't work, and he goes, "Oh, F, F." Yeah, and then he turned around and started hitting you with the popcorn bag.
Yes, in a playful way, but getting into an octave that I've never heard Charlie, and which was higher than his normal voice, which I didn't think was possible in a human being.
Mike did something today in the theater that is so funny. There's a guy who came in. Oh, first let me set this up. Charlie is like the manager now, or some kind of executive with the AMC chain. I had always thought that the theaters that we went to see the movies at were the ones that Charlie managed, but I guess he's some kind of an executive now.
Yeah, I thought he was in charge of that theater. We certainly found out he wasn't.
And the girl, the woman who was, I guess still is, the manager.
Yes.
I guess, maybe she needed another 10 minutes of sleep this morning.
She was not a happy woman by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, boy. She was downtrodden.
Yeah.
She opened the door.
If I'd had any idea, let me just say, if I'd had any idea that she was having that kind of day to start with, or that she was in that mood, I would not have participated in the hijinks that I participated in.
See, Bart and I were the first ones there, and a bunch of the moms were waiting with their kids outside. No one was at the theater, and she came up and she opened the door, and she said, she looked at everybody and she said, "Oh, who are all these people?" And I said, "Hey, I'm Don from Don and Mike Show, and these are our listeners." And she said, I thought that just you and Mike were coming."
Oh.
I said, "Well, no, we gave away a bunch of tickets." And so that right away, I knew I was going to back off from her because she wasn't happy that we were there.
I had no idea. that
Mike loves going behind the counter, and making all the food and stuff.
Yeah, and your son has joined me now, and we're a pretty good team. And
no. Let's be honest. That team, that's my son doing like 80% of the work. And you doing an awful lot of delegating.
I delegate now, and but I did introduce him as my supervisor, who will be working for me.
On the way home from the movie, he was telling me, he said, "Dad, Uncle Mike is a bad movie worker." I said, "Why?" He said, "Uncle Mike only filled the popcorn boxes up halfway.
Guilty.
He wouldn't fill the Cokes and the Sprites up all the way."
Why do that when you got him to do it? And he was moving quicker. He's moving quicker than I was in that first load of popcorn, a lot of kernels in it, and so I had to be a little ginger around it. And then, of course, he took over, and I moved to the left side and enjoyed myself.
Hey, what about when Charlie was trying to explain to you how to work the popcorn machine?
Oh, yes, and I was, he said, the other right. I thought I knew my right from left. He goes, "Press the button on the far left," and I immediately go to the right side of the machine.
"No, Mike, the right, the left, the other left, Mike." So Mike's behind the counter, and the manager of the theaters, she's not pleased that Mike and Bart are behind the counter to begin with, but she's just hanging back. She's not really doing anything.
Absolutely.
This guy walks up. I thought he was like a homeless guy. He walks up and he says, it's a brother, right? Because he goes, "Hey, it's his first thing he said to me. He goes, 'I'm looking for Gavin.'" Right?
Right.
And I thought, Rob was standing there with me. I said, what?
Right.
Are you looking for Tom Gavin?
Oh, there is no Tom. I know not this Tom Gavin of which you speak.
There's not an Amway convention here today. And he said, no, man. Gavin has hired me. I said, well, all right. Well, if you got a job, you go right up there. So I let him
go
come
up to the counter, and you directed him towards the counter.
To the counter, right?
Where I was in full managerial mode.
Now he gets up to the counter, and he goes, and Mike says, can I help you? And I said, hey, this guy works here. And then Mike says to him, hi, what's your name?
I said, hi, what's your name? And he tells me his name. I think it was Devon.
Yeah.
And Devon says,
my name is Devon.
I'm supposed to start today. And I said, you're supposed to start today? He said, I'm new. I'm supposed to start today. And I immediately said to him, well then, let's get right to it. There's no training here. You learn and earn at the same time. And come right here behind the counter right now. And he's looking at me like I'm running the place. You know, I got this black golf shirt on, which kind of looks theater-esque.
It was the same type of outfit that Charlie Stossel had on. And Mike said, you know what you did? So you said, hi, I'm Mike. I'm the manager. Now what we'll do is get you behind the counter. I need you to go through this door right here.
Yeah, I'm the manager, and we're not going to have any training here today. We're going to get you right. We're going to get you started right away. And I'm the manager. That's when Devon made his way back. And at that point, it was Bart, Devon, me, and this manager lady. And I didn't know that I thought that the manager was actually one of the other workers and wasn't in a supervisory capacity. So when she exclaimed that this is my theater, and I looked over and I jokingly, I wasn't trying to be, but I was kidding, and I looked over and said, oh no, this is my theater.
Meanwhile, this guy Devon, right? He's just not knowing what's going on.
He's totally confused.
He at this point, this guy Devon still thinks that Mike is the manager.
Because I'm creating that commanding persona of a theater manager, and the look I got from the real manager was she was not pleased, and I think she said something along the lines of, all right, we need you all to get out from behind the counter. And that's when Bart and I actually came around, and we were, kind of wounded temporarily because all of a sudden fun's over. And but then she was nice. Well, I don't know if she was nice enough, but we actually went back.
I think Charlie came back and said something to her like, listen, Mike and Bart like going behind the counter and giving out the food.
It's just kind of a goof, and we did that. And then Devon was got more from the manager because he said, I'm supposed to be here at 10.
Oh, she was mad at that. She says, oh yeah, no one comes to work here until 12 noon. I don't know who told you to show up now at 10 a.m.
Yeah, good first day for him, I'm sure. Very, very, very good.
You got to know that all the hostility that she felt towards us was then later dumped on the head of poor Devon.
That's right. And Devon just wasn't really sure where he was supposed to go.
And, I don't know, maybe it was just me, but she also seemed steamed that there were all the little kids there today. And the kids, they were well behaved, but they were all kids. And I think out of the maybe 30 kids that were there, I think most of them were boys between like the age of 10 and 13.
Yes, maximum sweat factor at that age.
Oh, there was some smelling going on. And the type of boys that I saw her look at one point directly at this kid.
Right.
You know where Charlie had lined up all those Coca-Colas and Sprites?
He's quick with that beverage machine, isn't he? I mean, no, he does it like a pro. I mean, I was halfway through pouring my first beverage for somebody, and I looked down, and he's got 8 of them on the counter already, looking at me like I'm the biggest idiot in the world.
Did you see when there was the kid with the, I was going to say with the baseball cap. They all had baseball caps on. Kid with the baseball cap, he's sitting there, and he had his finger so far up his nose, and he just, oblivious to everybody, was just picking at some booger.
Yeah, doing some mining, some serious gold mining.
And she walked by, and she just kind of looked at him with her head cocked a little bit, and he's just oblivious, just digging away.
Maybe she was hoping he was going to find the diamond that's up there, find that vein of gold that he was going for.
And it was then at that point. So he takes his finger out of his nose,
right?
And I think his mom or his sister or somebody behind him wanted one of these Cokes.
So reaches for the popcorn.
No, he leaned